Let's get gnarly with the stock market, and FYI, this is not even a finance channel, and I am also not a financial advisor because I just invest in the stock market because why not? And I do this with a couple of my friends, so I pretty much know most of it. Now, I had been using Stockpile for about 2 or 3 years. I've been using Robinhood for the past 3 or so months, and I gotta say it's a total game changer. Now, let's start with Stockpile first because I've used it for some while now. Oh, as we go over the pros, I'll also give you is the cons. So Stockpile is free, but it's not really free. It's just free to use. But then after you like get a stock, it's not really free because there's like a fee. And then when you sell it, there's also a fee. And the fee comes with the cost of 0.99 cents or $1 if you round that up. Now, if you actually put that in comparison to TD Ameritrade, I hadn't looked it up, but TD Ameritrade is like $1 or $2 as a fee, $3 as a fee. Like, I think that could be because of the border customs or something like that. Because TD Ameritrade, if you're using that, I would switch, but don't trust me on that because again, I'm not a financial advisor. But I would switch generally as a kid. Because, like, if there's $3, you could have put those $3 into Dogecoin. Some of you might have Dogecoin if you have Robinhood. And then as you put that into Dogecoin, you get, like, a more. Like, it keeps on going. Well, if you put that $3 towards the TD Ameritrade thing, because you're in Canada, they're based in Canada, even though they have some headquarters here in the U.S., it's going to fly by. Like, you can't get that $3 anymore because it's being used for something else. Now for Stockpile, that $1 fee, it makes sense, but it doesn't really make sense because if you have like a cryptocurrency, which is not really a cryptocurrency on Stockpile, they don't again on Stockpile it's free, but it's not really free because if you try and find any cryptocurrency, even Dogecoin, Bitcoin, or anything similar to that on Stockpile, you cannot find it. Now, I have is PSEC. I have PSEC, and I got GE last time. Now, I got those, but when I sold them, because I only got them for $1 or $3, when I sold them, you lose the total $1. So then you would have to wait even longer, right? Like, it's for the long term, but you gotta get the profit in, but it's not really going in yet. Okay, enough for free, because Stockpile is not really free, and it does get really annoying. Now, 2, it's very easy to use. Stockpile is a really easy to use. Just like Robinhood, basically. Because with Stockpile, when you just use it, there's just tons of logos like M1 Finance, and then it shows like the chart. But it doesn't show any candlesticks like Robinhood, which is pretty sad. And you don't really get that much information on it. However, it does give you tips and information like somewhere in the app, so then if you're out of track you can look on there, but it doesn't give you as good of an advice. It just tells you to start, literally, that's it. When you literally could be on YouTube, but I would usually like get one person in your family or friend that you know about like investing, and then just continue from there, because the Stockpile app, even though it has good tips, it's not going to give you like an accurate type, or it could be outdated because they've been there since like, I'm just going to estimate like 2016 is my best guess. Okay, enough on that. Now the third one is that it does accept youngsters from when they're born, well, until you get all the documents like the passports and etc. from when they're born, all the way to tweens, or teens. What do you call it? Tweens? Teens? I don't know. Tweens? Okay. But from right when we're born, or when your kid's born, all the way to when they're 18, like right when they're 18, then their account gets transferred to them. Now, you might be like, but if they have the youngsters to go on their account, isn't it just the same thing? No. Another con for this one is that you must have 2 emails. So even if though you have your own email, you cannot just put it on standby with no email. Like, you have to give it an email with a password. So basically you have the hassle of 4 emails or 2 emails. Yeah, 2 emails and 2 passwords. What a big mess. Plus, your kid probably don't really know what the password is until they're like, I don't know, like 3rd or 4th grade, something like that. And if they put too much and they're on your account, it's just going to go through. Because they're supposed to be on their account, they put in what they want to really put. Then you go to dinner and then you ask them why they want it, but then you see that fee. Again, from free, it's not really free on Stockpile because there's that annoying fee. And I don't like that annoying fee in no way. And there's like, okay, next one. There's an easy investment selection. Again, just like what I meant by easy. They show the logos. They show what's the highest, what's the lowest, and all that stuff. But they don't give you as much information available. They do have dividend reinvestments available if you don't know what that is. It also goes with Robinhood, M1 Finance, Webull, or anything like that. Dividend reinvestments is like when you get a dividend stock, such as Coca-Cola, Costco. I don't know about Walmart, but let's just say that you got like 5 shares of Costco and it comes at like $100. So then 100 times 5 for 5 shares would be $500. So as you put $500 in, then there will be like a dividend reinvestment. So for every like 5, so this one was 5 of a 100, then you would get $5 in dividends. Or if you got more profit, then you might get $10 on your dividend. And then if you have dividend reinvestment turn on, then it would reinvest the $10 or the $5 that Costco gave you back. Hopefully that made sense. Dividend reinvestment basically just means that a company gives you dividends like Costco, Coca-Cola, PSEC, AGNC, or something like that. And then as they give you those dividends, then they would just go back into that share. But I would not recommend dividend reinvestment to be turned on if you only have $1 to like $3 for each stock, because instead of building up your current portfolio, we're just putting it back in, letting it, like, if there's a dip in the stock market, like, it'll just go all the way down. You'll lose a whole lot. You'll not really grow with that. Now with Stockpile, yeah, I already mentioned that, so we can skip that. I'm looking on my screen right here. If you're annoyed by this thing, it's my screen. So the cons about Stockpile is that there is a 0.99 fee or a $1 fee whenever you sell or buy. There is not that much stock information. It doesn't have the candlestick charts like Robinhood. And when you buy a stock at any time, this is a big one. Here's up. When you buy a stock on Robinhood, it goes through. But when you get a stock on Stockpile, it stocks until 3 p.m. Mind blown. Why does Stockpile have to keep it until 3 p.m.? I don't understand that. Because Robinhood is, you just put in like buy or sell, and then you have also the option for a limit sell or limit buy where you put it at the maximum, such as I put on Dogecoin 0.42 as the maximum. So then when it reaches 0.42399, then it would automatically go through. When I would have a stock for Dogecoin of 2. It's not a stock, it's a cryptocurrency. Stockpile does not have cryptocurrencies, again. But even though Stockpile doesn't have cryptocurrencies and might have in the future, but when you buy a stock with Stockpile, you would have to go through the $1 fee whenever you buy or sell, and either one, when you buy or sell too, you would have to wait until 3 p.m. your time. I don't know why. And if you add +3 towards the Californian time or Nevadian time around my area, that's 6 p.m. at the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. I don't understand why Stockpile keeps your buy or sell until 3 p.m. Makes no sense. And plus, even if you look at Stockpile and you look at the deal, like, boom, I need to get it. And it's like 5 a.m. or like, they don't open at 5 a.m. Let's say lunchtime, 12 p.m. You see it at 12 p.m. You buy at 12 p.m. Robinhood, straight through. Stockpile? No. It's like, I'm just going to chillax here until 3 p.m. even though that's a good deal. Pretty crazy. And on Stockpile, it's hard to see it when you have it on the desktop because it's pretty hard because you have these big boxes with those company logos, which I wouldn't really like, but I know some people would like. So if Stockpile is watching this video, I would like it if you put those like into a settings where it's like trigger icon or trigger logo or turn off logo. That would be best. And you have to have more than one email. One for you, one for whoever kid you might have. So if you have like 5 kids, you gotta do 5 times 2. So you would have to get 10 passwords, 10 emails. That's painful. Okay, enough of Stockpile. Let's go to Robinhood. For Robinhood, it's free. It's easy. By free, I mean they're actually free. When you buy a stock, such as, I'll go with Costco, why not? Costco. If you get Costco, like for Stockpile, you would have to pay a fee. TD Ameritrade, a fee. For Robinhood and M1 Finance, I think M1 Finance, hopefully, they go through rapidly and it's free. But when you sell, it's a bit off. When you sell, you could be getting a fee up to like $1 or so. If not, or like a tax. If not, then it's free that the fee is mainly just taxes, 1099 sort of thing. That sort of thing. I don't know what a 1099 is. If there's a parent watching this, can you just tell us in the comments? Yeah, please. Okay. So by free, if you buy or sell, depending upon what you have or the time of year, you would get it for free. It would just go straight through. No fee needed. But when you sell, there could be a fee, there could be tax, but it could be free. And by easy, it's way better than Stockpile. I gotta tell you that. There's candlesticks available. It's just mind-blowing right there. Like, there's tons of color coding for when you see it. But if you're colorblind, I think they should have a setting for that. I should have a setting for that. If not, then somebody has to tell Robinhood. But it's easy. You get to see the stock. You get to see the highs and the lows. You got the candlesticks, and you can even see the news right below. And it's organized. That's a third one. It's organized, just like what I told you. It's easy. With it being easy, it could be organized. It's organized. Without it being organized, it could be just in a whole jumble mess. Like, it could be messy. And M1 Finance needs to work on that. Like, I've seen how it works, but it's not that well. Trust me. Well, unless they did something to it. Another pro is that Robinhood has a card available. Now, it's not with Chase Bank. Actually, is JPMORGAN with Chase Bank? It could be. JPMORGAN could be with Chase Bank, so it could be with it. But the Robinhood card is available. The only con with it is that there's like 0.30 interest. I know that there was like $1.30 interest, which is neat. But right now it's pretty bad. But with the Robinhood card available, if you don't have a bank account yet at all, then there's the Robinhood card. If you're like me and then you would want to get something or something like that, I wouldn't use it. To be fair, I wouldn't use it. But with the Robinhood card, it's just there, just in case. But I don't know who would use it, Because there's a Costco Citibank. But, I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Yeah. And again, for Robinhood, there's no fee when you buy a stock or cryptocurrency. Which means, actually, that's an epic one. There is a cryptocurrency on Robinhood, but there's no cryptocurrencies on Stockpile. Now, there's Ethereum Classic. There is Dogecoin. There's Bitcoin. I don't really like Bitcoin, but I'll just mention it. And then there's like this one other. I forgot the name of it. But just know that when you go on Robinhood towards cryptocurrencies, be careful with it and be wise with it. Because if you don't, it could go bad. Yeah. Especially for Stockpile too. That's probably why Stockpile does not have cryptocurrencies. Yeah. And on Robinhood, they finally have dividend reinvestments available. Which is just like what I said on Stockpile. When you get from Costco like $5, then it will just reinvest into Costco those $5. Depending on how many shares those are, but it's probably like 1/12 of it. Now I had to use the customer service, but it's a con. It's not that efficient. Like there's no phone number. You can't just get on the call, especially with the Robinhood card available. I don't think you call Robinhood. I think you call JPMORGAN, but then JPMORGAN will be like, "Can you call Robinhood?" That sort of thing. It's not that efficient. Like you would have to go through the email. And then if you want like a 1099 correction, then you would have to email. Guess who it is? Robinhood customer service. I don't like that. There's no fractional shares. There's no retirement accounts. But I would have to say Robinhood is a retirement account. Because there's the Robinhood card available. And I'm going to tell you the most annoying con of Robinhood is that they send you too much emails. Way too much. Too much notifications. If you have Robinhood, don't you agree? So smash that like button if you do. Whew. They send you too much emails. Too much notifications. Too much stuff to get into your inbox and on your phone. That's what I don't like. Like, I have it on, but I don't have it, like, I can't turn emails off. I don't know why. And, yeah, that's almost like the cons in between Robinhood and Stockpile. And I'm going to say an extra. I'm going to say an extra for Robinhood. Oh, limit buy. Limit buy. For Robinhood, and as an extra bonus towards the pros for Robinhood, is that you get to actually have a limit buy and limit sell, just like what I was saying when we were talking over on Stockpile, is that there's a limit buy and limit sell. So then you don't have to be looking at the phone all the time, just looking at it. So let's just say that you want Costco at this time. Costco or cost is at $384.24, which the cents keep on changing. So if I want this to be like 184, which probably it might not, but during Christmas it can. So it could be 384, but if I want to get a lower number like 284, and then you want to get more, you can set up a limit buy. With that limit buy, you would sell, like, you would put on a maximum. And if it reaches that maximum number that you want, then what you have set up, it's just going to go through. You don't have to hog it. You don't have to do anything to it for 90 days. It's just going to wait for that number that you gave Robinhood to automate it. And it's just going to go through. And then as it goes through, it becomes a share of yours. Now, if it does not do it in 90 days, which is about like 4 months or so, then it would cancel that limit buy. And same goes with limit sell. It's going to ask you what is the highest or lowest number that you want, such as if I go to Dogecoin, Dogecoin. Now, if I go towards Dogecoin, there's 0.613 at this time. But if it reaches 0.79 or 0.8 or 0.69, I could put that as a limit sell maximum. So if it reaches 0.690 or 693, then it would automatically sell all my shares, or just 25%. Now with those 25%, it's just going to sell what you have. And then same goes with when you buy it. When you have a limit buy, if it goes to 0.429 or 0.423, these are random numbers I'm giving you. Don't trust me with these numbers if you're investing in Dogecoin. I would put that as my maximum, 0.4239. Again, don't follow it. And then with that number, I would put that as the maximum. So if it reaches again 0.4239, then I would put 3 shares. Or just $3, or more than $3, $5 for 12 shares, whatever. And then I would swipe up, do all that stuff. And then as it goes through, then if it reaches that number, 0.4239, which is a random number, don't trust me if you're getting Dogecoin on this one, on that number, then it would put that in, straight in, right when it reaches that number, straight in. Now there could be interferences with it. Robinhood could crash, but that's just how it goes. That's the extra bonus tip for this 21-minute or so a video, but I'm working for ReaganVFilms Tech, and again, this is not a financial channel. I'm not a financial advisor. I just go into Stockpile, Robinhood, and one financial stock stuff. Because, why not? This is the future. But I'm Reagan from ReaganVFilms Tech on this not-so-techy video. Now, shaka and mahalo. I'll see you on the next adventure. And it's July. So, if you've been on your console or on your screen so much, please just get outside. Literally. But I'll see you on the next adventure.